Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the Podocasts. I haven't done one of these in a while. A pure speculation / state of the world video. I think it's time. I really enjoy doing them. I've been having a ball doing the dailies. And although today's should be titled First Governance Proposal Passes, and I can get to taking it apart and speculating, not going to do that today. Or, I might do it this afternoon if I get some time. No. Today, going to discuss a psychological trading conditions that occurs when the reality of your investment starts to set in. And I don't know. I guess you could coin it the hopium hangover. But you know what? Right now, it is applying directly to AMP. This is by no means a negative video. I am more stoked on AMP right now than I have been in a long time. They are doing it correctly. Now, I still wish that Flexa would communicate more. I'm not giving them a pass on that at all. But the energy they are saving by not communicating is being well used with new partnerships and further implementation of AMP. Ultimately, this is far more important than calming the nerves of investors, and I'm happy to try to do it on their behalf by pointing out some realities, I guess. I'm going to start by pulling off the Band-Aid right now. One pull. AMP is a long token. Long. The day-to-day fluctuations in price for this token at this time are meaningless. That is not to dismiss the losses that folks are taking right now. I'm taking losses. Rather, I'm illustrating the point that once AMP goes, it's going far and it's going fast. And looking back on 5/1000ths of a cent back in late September, that won't be mentioned anymore. But when you combine a long token with a crypto mindset of higher, faster, now, you enter a hopium withdrawal condition, and that causes bad decisions. Getting into that today, just for fun, right after this. I haven't done a pure be calm video in a while. And you know what? I shouldn't dismiss them. They do well for the channel. The best part of them is that I just have to lay out some fundamental truths and folks see it for what it is. There are no hard reported facts in this video. So save the angry comments. This is pure opinion. But considering that I am a long-term investor in a relatively new product, and I am an opinion editorial channel, I'm allowed to have one. You're going to have to come to terms with the reality that AMP is a long-term investment. And when I say long-term, I mean years. AMP is very unique in the crypto world in that it doesn't act like a normal crypto. It is a single-use crypto, and the market that can use it is still being developed. It's not like the market was screaming for a solution. Hurry, hurry, save us. The market barely even exists for this solution. Not only are they developing a token, they are developing the market and the method to use that token. This takes time. Years ago, you could get Bitcoin and Ethereum for pennies. Do you know why? There was no market for them. Supply and demand. No use for it, and nobody wanted it. It took years to develop the conditions for the demand to increase. It took vision, and it took courage to see into the future and tie up your capital now with no guarantee of those big returns. And although digital payments are all the rage right now, they are only the rage in the crypto world. The only people really discussing it at all are crypto people. People who understand blockchain, what it is, how it works. We can easily see a path forward for digital payments. But to your run-of-the-mill business and your run-of-the-mill consumer, crypto remains an esoteric plaything for tech people. This is a hard reality, but it is a reality that you're going to have to embrace if you are going to hang on to your AMP. El Salvador was an outlier. They were a one-off. Now, they're just first. They're not going to be the only country that embraces this. They are just the first, and they also are early. Crypto moves fast, but AMP is not a traditional crypto. Do you know what else moves fast? Do you? News. Now, this is not a crypto thing. This is a human thing. We want more. We want faster. We want better. We want the next story to be larger than the last story. And fresh blood on the wall sells. It makes you forget about what happened yesterday as if it didn't happen at all. So allow me, because this is a pure fun video for me, allow me to remind you. Flexa announces partnership with Sheets. Flexa announces partnership with Income. Flexa announces partnership with GK Software. Flexa announces partnership with Banco Agricola. Flexa integrates Lightning for digital payments in El Salvador. Panama considers Bitcoin legislation. Ukraine passes digital currency legislation. Flexa announces governance proposal. First proposal passes. It's as if these things never occurred because nothing occurred today. Not trying to tell you what to do with your money. I don't have that much ego. You earned it. It's yours to spend how you wish. But even with all of this good news, and everything I mentioned was big, it will take time. The legacy world does not move at the speed of crypto because they are not capable of moving at the speed of crypto. And considering the legacy-facing nature of AMP, it will move at a speed the world, the legacy world, is comfortable moving at, not a speed you wish it would. Investing as a whole, fundamentally, has been about seeing into the future and getting your money in good and getting it in early. You are early in AMP, very early. If you cannot reconcile yourself to the fact that AMP is years out still, this might not be the one for you. It's a very unique token at a very unique time, and building a marketplace for your product is a monumental effort. It's about looking into the future and seeing the landscape as you want it to be, how it can be, and not how it is. Don't worry about the rest of the crypto market. It will do what it does, and although I strongly recommend that you take advantage of it to buy your AMP, what the market does or doesn't do now will have no effect on AMP long term. It's going to roll on regardless of perception because it is the right thing at the right time. It's just not that time yet. I hope that you enjoyed this affirmation, which is, that's all this was. I'll be back with the daily updates because I enjoy those so much. But I haven't had a chance to put long-term thoughts down for a while, so thank you for indulging me. Take a breath. Step away from the order books, and remember, always, that people sold Bitcoin at $3. Live stream on Thursday, and member stream on Saturdays, both at 1900s. Hope you guys like this one. Cheers.